Hi everybody. Today we're going to work on lesson 2-1 in our math book. It starts on page 79, and today we're going to work on adding by counting on. So let's go ahead and start, and I'll show you what that means. All right, we start with a story. The rabbit puts 5 carrots in a pot. He needs to add 1 more. Can you find how many there will be in all without counting all the carrots? So what we're going to do, instead of drawing our 5 dots for the 5 carrots, we're going to actually just write the number 5. And down here we're going to write the number 5 as our first addend, and then it says he needs to add 1 more. So I'm going to draw a dot for the 1 more, and I'm going to write the number 1 down here for our addend. So now when we count on, what we're going to do is just start with 5 and keep counting. So instead of counting these 5, we already know there's 5 there, so we're going to start with 5 and add 1 more. So we start with 5, 6. So our sum is 6. So we just count up. So let's start on page 80 now, and we have a new story at the top. There are 4 tomatoes in the pot. Add 2 more. How many are in all? So it says you can add to join the 2 groups. So we know there's 4 inside the pot, and we're going to add 2 more tomatoes. So our fact is 4 plus 2, and what we're going to do is we're going to count on 4, 5, 6. So we have a total of 6 for our sum. Over here we can use a number line to count on and find the sum. So here we still have the same problem, 4 plus 2, but we're going to start on the number line at the number 4, and we're going to take 2 hops on our number line. We're going to say 1, 2, and where do we land at? We land at the number 6, so that is our sum. We'll practice more with the number line in a little bit. Let's work on the first couple of problems together. It says count on to find the sum. So in our bucket, we have 3 carrots that are hiding, and we're going to add 1, 2 more. So we have 3 plus 2. We're going to count 3, 4, 5. So our sum is 5. And this bucket, we have 8 apples, and we're going to add 2 more. So we're going to start at 8 and count up. 8, 9, 10. So we have 10 apples. Here in our bucket we have 3, and we have 1, 2, 3 tomatoes on the tray. So we're going to start at 3 and count up. Ready? 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have a total of 6 tomatoes. Here we have peppers, and we have 7 hiding in the bucket, and 2 more. So we have 7 plus 2. We're going to start at 7 and count on. 7, 8, 9 for a sum of 9. All right, let's turn over to page 81. And now we have the number line that we can use to help find our answer. Number 5 is 3 plus 2. So I'm going to use my finger instead of the pen so I don't make marks on the number line. I'm going to start at 3, and I'm going to take 2 hops. Now, since we're adding, we want to go this direction on the number line so the numbers get bigger. So we're going to start at 3 and make 2 hops. Ready? 1, 2. Where did I end up? 5. Number 6, I'm going to start at 8, and I'm going to make 1 hop. So here's 8, 1 hop. I end up at 9. Number 7, I start at 7, and I make 1 hop. So start at 7, 1 hop, to the number 8. All right. What I'd like you to do now is to pause the video, do numbers 8 through 13 on your own, and then come back and check your answers. All right, we're going to go ahead and check our answers. 9 plus 1 hop is 10. Number 9, we're going to start at 4 and make 3 hops this time. 1, 2, 3 hops, and we end up at 7. Now, number 10 is tricky. Number 10 tells us we're going to start at 6, we're going to make some hops, and we end at 9. Since 9's over here by itself, that's where we're going to end at. So we're going to start at 6, and we're going to see how many hops it takes to get to 9. Ready? 6, 1, 2, 3 gets us to the 9. So we need 3 hops to go from 6 to 9. Number 11, we're going to start at 2. We're going to make 6 hops. So we start here. Be very careful with this many hops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We end up at the number 8. Now, if you want to, we can actually take our add-ins and flip them around, so we could actually start at the 6 and make 2 hops. So we have 6, 1, 2, we still end up at 8. So it's a little bit easier. Instead of having 6 hops, we can start at 6 and make 2 hops. Here we have another one that's backwards. We're going to end at 6, but we're going to start at 5. So I start at 5. How many hops to get to 6? 1. So 5 plus 1 equals 6. Here we start at 5, take 3 hops. 1, 2, 3. We get to the number 8. Number 14 is kind of fun. We're looking to see if this fact is actually correct. Is it true or false? So if we start at 8 and go nowhere, 0 hops, do we end up at 8? Yes, we do. So that one's true. If we start at 7 and we make 1 hop, do we end up at 7? Nope, we end up at 8, so that one is false. This one is backwards, so we're going to do this side. I'm going to start at 6. If I make 2 hops, will I end up at 8? Here's 6, 1, 2. Yes, I did. So even though the problem is flipped, it is still correct. All right, we start at 3 and 1 hop. Do we end up at 5? Nope, we end up at 4, so that one's false. Here again, it's flipped again, so we're going to start at 4 and make 0 hops. Do we end up at 6? Nope, that one is false. Here we start at 5, make 2 hops. 1, 2. Did we end up at 7? Yes, we did. That one is true. All right, let's look at page 82. We have some word problems. All right, it says Dana has 8 grapes. Her sister gives her 2 more. How many grapes does Dana have now? So she had 8. She gets 2 more. Now, we're going to count on. So I'm not going to draw 8. I'm just going to write the number 8. And then I'm going to draw 2 dots. So now when I want to count on, I have 8, 9, 10. So Dana has 10 grapes. Anna fills 6 bowls. Jason fills some more. We don't know how many. Now there are 9 bowls filled. So see how we have a blank here? We don't know how many more were filled. How many bowls did Jason fill? So we're going to start at 6 and we're going to count up until we get to 9. So 6, 7, 8, 9. How many dots did I draw? 3. So Jason filled 3 bowls. Max has 1 more carrot than Jenna. Jenna has 3 more carrots than Sal. Sal has 4 carrots, right? How many carrots each person has? This one's tricky but kind of fun. We have to figure out which information do we actually know. I actually know how many Sal has. Sal has 4 carrots, so we're going to start there. Then it says Jenna has 3 more carrots than Sal. So I'm going to draw 3 carrots, and we're going to count on 4, 5, 6, 7. So Jenna has 7. Max has 1 more carrot than Jenna. So I'm going to draw 1 carrot for Max and count on 7, 8. So Max has 8. All right, number 18. Maria is 2 years older than Tim. She is 7 years old. Which addition equation helps you find Tim's age? So we know that Tim, we don't know that one, Maria is 2 years older than Tim. So if we add 2 years, that will give us 7 years old. So how old is Tim? Well, let's start at 2 and count up to 7. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. How many dots did I draw? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 plus 2 is our correct equation. All right, it is now time for you to do your homework page. Again, it is working on counting up, just showing you with the cubes. So you're going to be asked to count up. So here we have 3, 1 more is 4. So 3 plus 1 is 4. Here we start with 3, we count up, 4, 5. So 3 plus 2 is 5. Here we start with 3, then we count up, 4, 5, 6. 3 plus 3 is 6. So go ahead and do your assignment on page 83 and 84. And when you're done, turn the video back on and we will check your answers. All right, this one we start with 6 blue cubes. Count up. What comes after 6? 7. So 6 plus 1 is 7. This one we have 5 purple. What comes next? 5, 6, 7, 8. So 5 plus 3 is 8. This one we have 7 yellow. Then we keep counting. 8, 9. 7 plus 2 is 9. How'd you do on that page? Let's flip over and do page 84. Max earns $5 for washing dishes. Then he earns some more dollars. We don't know how many, so I'm going to make a blank, for walking the dog. In all, Max earned $7. How many dollars did Max earn for walking the dog? Well, we know he earned 5, and then I'm going to count up to 7. 5, 6, 7. How many dollars did he make for walking the dog? 1, 2. $2. All right. Number 5, Emma reads 7 books in 1 week. Then she reads 3 more books. So we know we're adding 3 more books. How many books did Emma read in all? So again, instead of drawing 7, I'm going to write the number, and then I'm going to draw 3 dots. 1, 2, 3. And now we're going to count on 7, 8, 9, 10. So she read a total of 10 books. Now this one is letting us know that we can flip our add-ins around. I can start by adding the blue birds and then adding the red birds, or I could start with the red birds and then add in the blue birds. I still end up with the same number of birds, don't I? So here we started with 3 plus 2, but that's exactly the same as starting with 2 plus 3. We can just flip those add-ins around and we still get the same answer. Number 7, there are 6 bees in a hive. 3 more bees fly in. Count on to find out how many bees are in the hive now. So there are 6 bees, 3 more fly in, so we know how many we have. Count on to find out how many are in the hive now. So I'm going to do 6, I'm going to add 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. 6 plus 3 is 9. Which one matches that? Letter B. All right, guys, have a great afternoon. If you have any questions, please check with your parent or your teacher. Have a great afternoon.